Out there, first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Illuminated 4K screen paint using ambient light rejection technology gain. I've been doing quite a bit of live demonstrations. I will post those down at the bottom of the comment section if you care to see them. We've done just about everything. So actually we did do a screen outside. I did do a screen outside. But we're going to do some other demonstrations later on. But doing this video real quick for another site that I have, but just showing you that not all black screens are the same. Now, one of the things I've seen when I've watched a lot of black screen paints are people saying that black mixes or whatever does not have the ability to produce high white levels. And I explained this before. You can't just take a mix or a black screen paint or somebody else's stuff and category everybody in the same group. You know what I mean? Cadillac makes different versions of cars. Even though they're Cadillacs, each one has a particular feature that separates one from the other, depending on models and so forth. Alright, so let's talk about this. So today we're talking about the Supreme 8 ambient light rejection screen paint, or screen paint true ambient light rejection screen paint. This is a screen paint that can be applied on just about any surface you could think of. Motorized projection screen, fixed frame screens, converts white screens into amazing looking screens and takes that low dull light HD, or I can't say HD, but low dull gray screen and gives it much better contrast, much better color pop. So I've done this already on 1100 lumens. If you're curious to see those live demonstrations, check out the links below. Let's go over here to my Sony VPL projector. This is a 4300 lumen projector at WXGA at 1920 by 1200. And over here, I'm going to block this just for a minute. This right here is a blackout cloth. Don't say blackout cloth, it's a projection screen. He's saying blackout cloth. It's a projection screen that I bought from Amazon for around 60 bucks. It's claiming to be a black screen that you can basically just take this without paint, without anything, and just basically just staple this down to around the frame and you automatically have a black screen. Now the problem you have with this is that some people think they can get bed sheets or they can get black paint and they can produce the same thing that our technology can do, but as I said before, any black surface will produce contrast. The most important thing for a black screen to be able to do is produce white levels, where when you're dealing with a light gray screen or a white screen, the most important thing for that screen to be able to do is to produce contrast. Alright, so I'm going to step away for a minute so you can see the star field demonstration showing you that both screens have the ability to pull up black levels. Also too, keep in mind that black comes in multiple shades. We have a customized color pigment shade for our technology, and that keeps people from coming in and doing false demonstrations by saying, hey look, using everyday black paint and trying to make our images seem to be darker than what they're not. So that's why we do these demonstrations side by side on black versus black. And we're doing a few more of these showing you that our screen paint not only produces contrast, you know, whatever, you know, not saying whatever, but it just does because it's black, you know what I mean? Both screens are black, they both produce contrast, but showing that it pulls a higher white level. Alright, first things first, we're going to be trotting up and down the stairs a lot today. I'm getting my workout in today. First we're doing a star field, as I like to do this a lot. Let's go trot upstairs real quick. Take out our lights. I wish I had a switch downstairs, but I don't. Alright, so as you can see, both screens have the ability to pull a black contrast level. If you wish to see the live version of this, check it out below. This one's going to be a little bit different. Alright, so both screens have the ability to pull contrast. Let's check out a white level. So this is an all white screensaver white level. So now we're looking for white levels. Now as you can see, our technology here produces a higher white level than a so-called black screen. So this screen does pull contrast, it does. The problem is you have to be to pull white levels, because without white levels you can't get natural skin tones, you can't get natural colors, you'll get a dirty, muddy looking screen. So I'll turn from different angles so you can see for yourself. Go to different angles and you see that screen does not pick up any form of white light because it's black. It's literally a black screen. It just does not have the ability to produce a white image. And let's zoom up. Let's get it real close. Matter of fact, I keep forgetting to zoom on the camera. What am I getting too close to the screen for? So you can see up close the difference between the two when dealing with white light. And that's why I'm doing the screensaver. Now, let's trot upstairs. And I'm going to be doing some paint on demonstrations too, because a lot of people have been asking me about plexiglass. So I do have a sheet of plexiglass on the floor, so you could we'll do that paint on demonstration. There we are, right there. Lights are on, fully lit environment, and the screen right here is darker. Doesn't have the ability to be able to produce white light or any kind of white images whatsoever. Alright, so let's come back over here and let's grab ourselves a demonstration involving bright, vivid colors. Should have some sound in here. Here we go. And this is why when displayed using bright, vivid colors that have high white levels, this particular screen will come out dirty because it doesn't have the ability to be able to produce white levels, which I said before is very important when it comes to a black screen. Now anyone that's using a everyday black house paint or any kind of black material, the image is going to come up like this automatically due to the fact that that surface can't produce white light, where our surface is going to come up nice and bright. See the top, see how light the blues are here? See how dark they're there? Alright, let's come over here and let's grab, okay. See how the image looks dirty? Doesn't have the ability to be able to pull white light. So you walk off with a dirty image when it's supposed to be bright and clean. That's why when we do a, let's see, here we go. See how the image comes out dirty? That's why I can't pull natural color. That's why the other side is too dark. When it comes to blues, are too dark and the color looks just dirty. And when it comes to contrast, it's going to be at a match because both screens can pull contrast. When it comes to white levels, the screen is just going to get dark. Let's go with Like I said, it can pull contrast. It's black. It can't pull white levels. Look at the difference between full contrast. Sometimes contrast comes out too dark. You can't make it out. Look at the snow here on our technology. I'm gonna go back there for a minute. Now see, when he's skiing down the side of the hill, you see how bright the image looks here? And look how dirty it looks there. Now this is with lights on. Okay? Because both screens should have the ability, as you can see, look at that. See, our screen is basically keeping a white image. So it gives you something to think about. So that's why when I see people doing demonstrations by saying that, hey look, all black screens produce dirty white images. Well, no they don't. Our technology has the ability to produce high white levels. So anytime you see a screen that looks like this in a demonstration of somebody trying to explain to you that all black screens, that's pretty much a black sheet or black paint or something that doesn't have the ability to be able to produce a white level, where our technology can produce white levels. Because our product is black, it produces contrast and white levels at the same time. Now, if you're dealing with a light, now here's my challenge to a white screen or a light gray screen. If your screen can, we know the screen can produce white levels, that's an automatic given. But what about contrast? So do a black screensaver with a black sheet of paper in the middle of your screen and see if that screen can match with that black screensaver. Can it match that black piece of paper in the middle in a fully lit environment? Even with the lights out, it'll never do it. It'll never match it because it can't produce contrast. But we can prove on white levels that our screen can produce high white levels. All right, let me see, let me go back to see, they both produce black. Now you see the girl is walking. See how dark and dirty it is here, and look how light it is here. And that's something I see in some of people display black paint to show that, look, it's dirty here, and look how light the image is on our lighter screens. Well, All right then. Let me see. Oh, just to show you that our contrast levels. Now this is, like I said, any black screen can produce contrast. Now the reason why I went and bought this black screen off Amazon, because they were showing a lot of black contrast. That's one of the things I'll see a lot with black screens. They show off a lot of black contrast, but they will not show off white levels because they know for a fact that that screen is not going to be to pull off true white levels. Now if you're looking at this, you're thinking, wow, that's pulling up white levels too, the same as his. It's not. Because if it did, it would be just as bright as this screen when the lights are right here. And we'll put the hardest demonstration in, all white screensaver. If I just hit that right. Gives you a lot to think about, doesn't it? Alright, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. I had to shoot this one on my camera because I have some other demonstrations set up for this camera alone. Now you see how dirty the fruit looks on this side, how clean it looks on this side. We do this all day. Let's go back to our white screensaver. Alright, with that being said, gotta go. Thank you all for your time. This is one of the ways we prove that our technology is different from anything out there on the market, especially when it comes to black screens, because we'll have people saying, okay, what is the difference between your black screen and black screen paint? What's the difference